Sometimes life is just nuts. I'm Dreaming Tabitha, an artist here on YouTube, and today's art challenge is going to be where we reimagine other artists' artwork. If you've been on the channel for a little while, you know that I've already done a couple of videos. Be sure to check those out because they're super fun. So my friend Sevvy from Legally Sevvy, and also featured on Nameskull. She's incredibly smart. She's definitely savvy. Sevvy said she was totally on board to reimagine each other's artwork, and what does she send me but this little cutie right over here. An adorable little squirrely squirrel playing the piano, and it's got some nuts in the piano, and then apparently he's eating one as well. And it looks like it's a digital art piece, and so I started thinking already, okay, do I want to paint this? Do I want to do digital artwork? I'm gonna try not to make this too complicated like I did in my previous video, but I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. I kind of just imagined that this squirrel would maybe be in like a jazz club outdoors. Now, as far as what I sent Sevvy to reimagine, it might be also a special furry kind of creature. So getting back to this, yeah, it looks like it's on a rock or maybe a piece of wood or something like that. So I would love to put like lights or something like in the background, maybe give him like an outfit, like, I don't know, a bow tie or something like that. I think that's really fun. And that's just kind of what I see here. Like, this is a performing squirrel that needs an audience, and we're gonna dress him up a little bit. I can't wait. Let's get started with our squirrel. By the way, if you haven't already, now would be a great time to like this video and subscribe if you're new here. If you like art challenges, then that's what you're gonna. Usually a lot of chaos, a lot of fun, a lot of whimsy. So the other day on a live stream on my other channel, I had you guys help me figure out like how to create this squirrel in the forest, in the jazz lounge. You guys gave me some really great ideas, and we pieced together a lot of things. The squirrel, of course, playing the piano, and then we put the lights up at the top and everything like that. And then we even included like this little bird character that I thought would be super fun if she was like holding the microphone and singing and stuff like that. So this is our sketch to work with. Now I need to clean it up and rearrange things to see what would be more complementary to this fun little image. So I really like the composition. I think it's balanced nicely. I think we needed to omit the bird so that we could focus on the details that were really important. Plus I had a limited time frame, so we just went with the squirrel, kicked the bird to the side, and maybe we'll see her on another challenge. I'm going to get started with the coloring process now and trying to use colors that are really complementary. I'm not the best necessarily. It's pretty basic, fundamentals, something I'm trying to get better at, but here we are anyway. So thank you, internet, for providing color palettes. You guys should give it a try as well. Just look up complementary color palettes and you'll find some really cool ideas. Let's see if we can transfer them into this picture. I'm really, really excited. My favorite thing that I can't wait to try is making the lights glow. So let's get started. Now the only thing left to do is to see if Sevvy likes how I reimagined her squirrel. And I can't wait to see what she's done with my image. Let's check it out. Welcome everybody. We've got Sevvy in the house today. She was the artist that, you know, gave me my art piece and I gave her mine. And we're excited to reveal to each other what we did and how we reimagined each other's artwork. Did you enjoy the process? Were you surprised when I picked you? Or I'm just wondering.
I was really, really happy that you picked me. You are an amazing artist, so I felt very blessed to have the opportunity to recreate one of your artwork. I have to say, chibis are really hard for me.
They are. You know what the
hard.
funny thing is that I was never really into chibis. I just kind of fell into it, and I'm like, well, I guess we're stuck here. So, well, do you want to go first? Like, do you want to see what I did with your artwork first, or do you want me to see what you did with mine first?
I'll I'll show you mine. So what she had sent me was a chibi of Jay doing the Canadian bear pose, R, right? R. And I thought this is harder than baking.
That's pretty bad because, as you were telling me earlier, you can't even boil water.
Well, the problem is I just get distracted, right?
Yeah.
And then I lose interest, which I don't in art, but chibis are really, really hard. So I tried to figure out a way that I could recreate your artwork with my art style. My art style, I've done some chibis once in a while, and I've struggled when I've done them. I haven't really quite mastered it, so probably I'll just need more practice. It's always just so good to kind of see the work in progress, just starting like from not doing anything to like being better at it. And I recreated Jay doing the pose. This is it. This is it.
He looks so gangster.
Gangster. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Look at, you even got the little bears. What an interesting way to do the plaid too, because plaid's hard.
Yeah,
plaid is hard because it's the same pattern over and over again, but when you have it over the folds of, over the arms.
Wrinkling. Yeah,
it's hard to do squares when they're not square anymore.
Yeah, definitely. So I kind of had a lot of fun with that. I used a brown color because in my experience, when I've used black, you cannot see it. And I didn't want it to just completely fade out, so I used brown instead of black. But I had a lot of fun doing that, and I had a lot of fun also experimenting with the hands, because hands are notoriously really hard to do. I experimented with hands. I took pictures of my hands doing like that. Just kind of like looking at kind of what it kind of looked like, and just kind of practice looking at my hands to get like the frame of reference for like when you're, because when you're bending them, they don't look straight.
They look weird.
Hands, they're like that, and then some of the angles are different. So like they might look like it's more like a triangle base instead of just straight up. So I did a lot of practice with that, and then I got to the face and I was like, screw it, he is getting sunglasses.
I understand that, like looking for the ways to cheat the system but still look close enough. And no, the hands are amazing. Do you know, when I did this chibi, proudest ones that I've ever done, because when I first started doing chibis in that era of when I created that, I typically did the mittens. I did the Pooh Bear hands because fingers are just so hard. So this was one of the first pictures that I did where actually included like fingers. You know what's really cool about your picture is that I don't know what kind of brush you used, but it looks like watercolor because it's a little bit
watercolor.
So there we go. That worked out because I was looking at the bottom of it and it kind of looks like it bled a little bit onto the paper. And I like that. I just realized too that you have like the surface of your picture, your canvas looks like paper. So I was like, that's really cool. For a second it was like, did you hand draw this on paper? But no, you told me earlier you used Photoshop.
I like every medium, really. I love oil painting. I love paper and pencil. I love watercolor. I love charcoal. Charcoal is my favorite medium.
You like charcoal? It's so messy.
But it's so fun because I can do so much with the shading of it. And I considered doing charcoal, but I didn't have enough time to order some. So I was like, okay, I'm doing it on my iPad.
Well, guys, so that was how Sevvy reimagined my chibi of Drunk 3PO as the Canadian bear. So this is what we had to work with Sevvy. Which when I opened it up, I'm like, oh, it's so cute! Like the little baby piano and everything. It's so cute. And so this is what I had to work with. And so when I saw this, I was like, I don't know, something about a jazz lounge in the forest is like the vibe that I was getting. So let me show you.
That is so cute. Oh my god. I love it. Oh, he looks so happy.
Got the little bow tie on there. I tried to make him a little fancy. I did originally want to put like a bird right right here who was singing with a little microphone and stuff like that. But I thought maybe less is more. I'm really happy with how it came out because color palettes is something that I struggle with, and then I really was having fun with the lighting effect because I'm still learning with the digital artwork how to make things like glow and all this kind of stuff. And so I did have a little bit of a struggle with his anatomy because originally the piano was turned sideways, and I was like, we're just gonna cover him up. What inspired your original creation?
Sometimes I ask folks, ask friends, so like, hey, I'm bored. Like, what should I draw?
Sounds like 2020 to me.
They said, why don't you draw a squirrel? I looked for a lot of different ideas of squirrels, and it seemed like the idea just seemed to be really cute, just being in the forest, like playing foresty sounds just with the music and just chilling.
I don't know what I was expecting when you sent me the picture, but I definitely know I was not expecting a squirrel playing the piano. So I'm really happy that I got to reimagine your artwork. I hope that you like it. I hope you felt like I did you justice. We both sent each other sort of like animals of the forest, even though mine is like a guy wearing a onesie. I'm like, what were the chances of that happening? Thank you so much for being a part of this experience. I hope that you enjoyed it. Would you be interested in doing things like this in the future?
Oh, 100%. It was so fun.
It was so fun. Probably put some kind of outro there that I and I'll put all your stuff in there. And
awesome.